road trip from Norwich, which trundles across the Norfolk countryside into the Lincolnshire fens and then heads south to an auction near Dartford in Kent. En route to their rendezvous, Philip has invented a rationale for pairing up with Amanda.
I love the Yorkshire Dales. The GP in Emmerdale.
Right.
I absolutely love the Yorkshire Dales.
I think that is just the worst excuse.
We've had them all now. Norwich, the meeting point, has many historic buildings, including a magnificent Norman cathedral. It's so impressed the local peregrine falcons that they've taken up residence in the spire. The newest arrivals are noisier.
Oh, my God.
Very stylish.
Camaro, hello, whoa.
The little and large show.
Small.
Don't be so rude. Hi there.
Hi, hello.
Robert, hello.
Robert, good to see you.
Hello, I'm David. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's a double, actually.
Hello.
How are you?
David, nice to meet you. Hi there.
Philip, hello.
Hi, lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you.
Who's getting that car and who's with who? Well,
It's sort of, there's a natural divide here.
I think so.
It's already worked, hasn't it?
Green is my colour, you see.
Well, you know, it must be, because this one here, this is an excuse. He wants Amanda because he loves the Yorkshire Dales. I said, where's the... Just because she's on Emmerdale? What a rubbish excuse.
I love the Yorkshire Dales.
I could speak like that for you.
Should
we go around talking like that?
No, let's
Well, Robert, you can teach me how to speak properly. Yeah.
I say, rather, old chap. With pairs and cars decided, it's on with the show. Phil wants to know if his new teammate's an antiques rookie.
My parents are antique dealers. I grew up in a house
I've got a
filled.
ringer. I've got a ringer. Get in there, Harper. Look out, boy.
Oh, yes.
Really? Hello. Hello there. Amanda.
Hello,
Nice to meet you. I'm
you.
Pasquale.
Pasquale. Philip, how are you? Good to see you.
Welcome to the treasure chest.
Treasure Chest Antiques has 36 stalls with an amazing variety of wares, but Amanda and Phil get waylaid at the very first cabinet.
They're really lovely.
They're book plates, aren't they?
They are, I think they probably are. I can't get out that.
There's the name of the prize on that one, yeah?
They're 15... So they're...
19th century authors by Max Beerbohm.
Max Beerbohm.
Yeah.
Good artist.
He is, and that's
Well sought
why
after.
I'm attracted to them somewhat.
The images are by Sir Max Beerbohm, a noted caricaturist and wit of the Edwardian era, probably taken from a book.
Why do you like them?
I don't know. I've always loved prints. I have always loved drawing.
Do you know, that is a... that smacks that you were brought up in this business. Because most people would shy away from prints. And prints are a good, old-fashioned, academic, antique dealer's lot.
Yeah.
Philip has reservations that the cost of mounting and framing might deter bidders at the auction, but Amanda thinks they'll appeal.
I think they're really beautiful, tasteful,
we
would
need
look good in a contemporary or a non-contemporary setting.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I can see that looking quite cool.
It's a tough decision, so they decide to investigate what else the shop has to offer. They decide to buy 4 of the Beerbohm images. Ticket price is £15 each.
I'm thinking, Pasquale, that at auction these are going to make £20 to £40 for the 4.
20 to 40.
Yeah. Which means we've got to try and give you just under that to try and have a chance of making a profit, if you can do it.
I think the best I can do on those is 30.
I honestly don't think we can give more than £20 for them. That's what I really think.
I'll meet you halfway, 25.
I honestly think we got to give you 20 because
Bit fair, isn't it?
No, let me just.
I'm going to leave
if
it
we
to
sell
you.
these for £30, we don't make a shilling because we pay our commission, which brings us back to 25 quid. Now I know I'm being really, really hard on you, but I honestly think they're going to make between 20 and £40, and we want to try and win this, don't we?
With £20, right? And if they make more than 40, you'll come back and buy me coffee.
Buy you 2 coffees. Okay. But let's put
He gets
put
a
those
kiss
out.
for that.
The deal's sealed with a kiss at £20.
No.
Quite right, that's enough excitement. Well, perhaps not.
Where are you taking me?
Are you excited? Are you genuinely excited?
Because it's completely outside my understanding of you know, or anything. So I've never done this sort of thing before. I've been to a couple of antique shops, but I've not. So I'm in your hands, and very happy to be guided.
Oh, well, that's encouraging for me. So no matter what I say, you're going to believe it. Hey, is that true, Robert? Please say that's true.
Yeah, indeed so. No, I'll pick up any old tat and say Ming.
That bodes well. The first shop of the day is Elm Hill Collectibles.
Hello, Robert. Hello there.
Hello there.
Hi there, David Harper.
Hi, David. I'm Paul.
Hello, Paul. Nice to meet you.
Robert. Hello.
Hello, Robert.
Hi.
Hi, this is you then, Paul?
This is me.
Wow, OK. What do we specialise in?
Nothing.
Oh, good man. Love it.
A quick rummage soon leads to Robert's first lesson in antiques and collectibles.
How important is it for toys that they should be in their original boxes and stuff?
Unbelievably important.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the most fundamental points in the value of a toy is its box. Do you still have the box, and is it in good condition?
That's the trouble, isn't it, with these things? You know, you have to use them. I mean, these blow football. Have you ever played blow football?
Yes, I loved it.
It's great. I mean, blow football is responsible for transmitting infectious diseases, I think, to children over the years. And I was thinking, I mean, it's most insanitary, isn't it? I mean, would you want to buy a second-hand blow football kit? But on the other hand, but I mean, and George, what was his name? Stanley Matthews. I always thought he was a blow football player because he was a great dribbler. So yeah. Anyway, so there we are.
Do you remember this from childhood?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. With sort of little bits of spit, sort of.
Yeah.
Hitting it. I think this is Arsenal versus Man United. I reckon probably. We made our own fun in those days.
Also up for grabs is an old Monopoly set and a variety of other games. Some unusual and some more conventional. Robert and David think it's an appealing selection.
Let me get a price off Paul. Paul,
See what we can do.
Yes.
the box of boxed old games on the floor.
Yes.
Could it be remarkably cheap?
Yes, because I want it out of the way.
OK. How much is remarkably cheap?
How many in there? 10?
There's 10 in there. Would there be a pound each?
Yeah, you can have the whole lot for £10.
The whole lot for £10.
Yeah, I reckon. We can turn a penny, if not two, and maybe we can just put some disinfectant on the blow football.
Shall we have a play?
Yeah, go. Give it a go.
Shall we have a go?
Yeah.
Where's all the kit then?
Yeah, let's have a go.
OK.
Right, let's have a look.
So it's the first deal done at a tenner, and time to see who's premiership.
TB or cholera?
TB, please. Thank you.
Robert and David have left Norwich behind and are heading west across Norfolk to the town of King's Lynn. King's Lynn was one of England's most important ports from the 12th century onwards, and its prosperous mercantile past is evident in the buildings that remain. Whether Robert and David have a prosperous mercantile future is in the hands of the Old Granary Antique Centre. It's home to a dozen dealers with everything from coins to vintage clothes. David's eye is drawn by something fishy in dealer Ruth's stock.
What's that little fish carving there?
Right.
Is it a brooch?
No, it's actually just a little carving of a fish of some sort, Chinese, Japanese, or whatever.
Oh, let's have a look at him. Robert. What do you feel about... I'll just take my glasses
It's a
off.
carving, so it's
It's a carving.
quite sort of lustrous
Yeah.
rise.
The fish appears to be a Japanese okimono, a decorative miniature sculpture. This should be right up David's street.
Would you say that's a carp? Ruth, would you say it's a carp?
Well, we've got koi carp in the bottom. They don't look anything like that.
Really, don't they? Do you think it's a stylised carp?
Yes, exactly.
It's stylised.
Yeah.
I think it's representing a carp. It's an important fish in the Orient, the carp, because, you know, the carp swims against the tide, a bit like a salmon.
Okay.
So people that own models of carps do so because they feel it represents a bit of their character and personality. Yes, strength, independence, doing it their own way. I think he's gorgeous.
It's quite intricate. It's intricate, and this is rather fine, isn't it?
If that was 18th century and in jade and Chinese and with a nice imperial mark on, it'd be worth £200,000. What do you think of it?
What do I think of it? Well, I think it's we've got a choice here. I think it's either a carp that is immensely valuable, or it's just an anagram of carp.
The ticket price is £39, definitely something to carp about. Ugh. Robert takes the lead role in haggling, hoping thorough analysis will get results.
My deal-breaking skills are legendarily awful, but yes, well, I would hope to make a fiver on it, and I would like to think that we could make a fiver on it, and I would imagine, this is my informed opinion, from minutes of experience in this whole world, that we could get to maybe 28 for it, maybe 25, 28, and I would love to turn a profit on that. So if I was to say 20, we might be able to make some sort of a profit on it.
Yes, I think that would be all right.
Thank you, Ruth. Thank you very much.
Well, that's the longest bit of negotiating I've ever witnessed. Well done. But it's brilliant, though, brilliant. It wasn't even negotiating, it was just basically a lecture, and you just went, yes.
It could be beginner's luck or a cunning plan, but either way, it's effective.
Thank you.
Right,
Brilliant.
thank you.
Inspired, David takes a closer look at the cabinet that yielded the fish and finds a perfume bottle.
Is that, uranium glass?
Uranium glass.
Yeah.
Uranium glass was most commonly made in the first half of the 20th century, when small quantities of uranium oxide were added during glass manufacture. The glass has a yellow or green tint and glows under ultraviolet light.
Do you like it?
Very substantial, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the shape of it, I mean, it's got a sort of... No, here I go.
Go on, you've
well,
got it.
It's got sort of 1930s sort of fluting with Joan Collins' 1980s shoulder pads. But it's actually rather unusual, and what I like about it, it's got a chunky feel to it. It's actually solid. It feels substantial. It's got a rather interesting colour. If you hold it up, even to the pink light behind, you can see something. It almost looks like it's full of some elixir.
I think you've got it. I think you've nailed it. It's got weight, it's got colour, it's got design, it's got absolute quality. It's screaming quality.
1950s?
I think it's earlier.
Earlier?
I think you're closer with your first...
30s
yeah, yeah, I think it's 20s, 30s.
OK, right.
It's definitely got a deco feel here to it, hasn't it?
Yes.
So look at some hallmarks. So we've got... Oh, it's Samson Morden. OK. Samson Morden is the maker. The silversmith, top-end quality, and it just now proves it. So you've got the style, the look, the quality, the feel. Now you've got the maker, Samson Morden.
It's an interesting piece, but at £75, it might take more than a monologue to get it down to the right price.
Shall we use your tactic of talking her to death and then hitting her with a bid?
It's a fail-safe device. But what we want is we want to get Ruth before she keels over. So, I better not do that.
Safety first.
If I think you exercise your wiles on Ruth. This one.
Now, this little perfume bottle here, Ruth. What could that be to Robert and I as a trade deal? Because we're both in the trade. Robert's been in the trade for 2 minutes, admittedly, but he's getting there. He's learning quickly. Can we get it at 30, Ruth?
60.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, he's doing it.
I got the teeth sucked from
40, Ruth.
It's got to be 50. If I was taking that down to London, I would expect to get 120 for it. Are you what?
Is there a rack available?
No, we don't go that far on this business.
Okay.
So it's 50 or nothing.
It is.
OK.
It is, yeah.
My vote is we have it at 50. What do you say? You can have the casting vote.
I shall be excited selling that, and let's go in at 50.
Let's have it. Ruth, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The teams have left Norfolk behind them and made their way to the rendezvous just south of Boston in Lincolnshire.
4x4 me.
Well done. Yeah. Excellent bit of driving.
No comments on my driving, please.
None whatsoever. You look frozen.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Well,
You look frozen. You look frozen.
A little chilly.
Hi, how are you, partner?
We're going to knock 'em dead today.
Go and do it.
are you really? Well, good luck.
All the best. Shall I drive?
Have a lovely time. Of course.
And I think we're in here.
Clutterbugs collectibles.
Clutterbugs. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Oh, nice and warm in here.
See you guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Don't try and buy too much.
Clutterbugs is a general antiques and collectibles shop with the wares spread over 2 floors.
What's your name? Alan. Alan, great.
Hi, Robert.
Right, nice to see you.
Yeah, marvellous. This is all yours.
There's lots to look at, but deciding what will do best at auction isn't easy.
What would you feel about a little miniature house made out of matchsticks? I'm thinking of that little beastie down there.
Right.
obviously made out of matchsticks. I mean, it's not the kind of thing that I dream about, I've got to tell you. It's not the Chippendale table that I'm lusting after eventually in my life, but it's odd. Well, let's drag it out. Okay. It's very cobwebby.
House moving.
It's been, it's been here for... Look at the cobwebs. It's been here forever.
Yeah.
Are you listening to this, Alan?
Cobwebs show demand is slow. It might mean a bargain.
Right, OK. Who on earth made this?
Who on earth lives in a house like
I mean, they're not architectural things, are they?
Crikey, there are two.
No one has employed an architect to make them a model of the house that they're going to build, the dream home.
No, it's the sort of thing you might have on a Thunderbird set that gets blown up. Yeah, sort of.
Maybe that's what they were for. Yeah.
I think it would be something that someone would not want to spend more than a £5 or a £10 on, particularly. I think
you might be right.
Yeah. It is just matchwood, but the effort that's gone into it is staggering.
I'm sort of tempted, I've got to tell you.
Well,
I'm tempted. I think they're mad.
Yes, well, they are. Exactly. I tell you what's really appealing about them is the endeavour.
There's no doubting the effort that went into both houses. But although the ticket price is £25 each, Alan's happy to wave goodbye to the pair for £10. Strike a light.
Shall we have them?
We'll have them for
We'll
a tenner.
have
We'll have
Alan
them for a tenner.
and Ashley, whatever you want.
The deal's done. Whether it's matchless is debatable. Amanda and Phil are making their way from Boston through the heart of Fen country to Long Sutton. It's a small market town through which, they say, the highwayman Dick Turpin once passed. I wonder if the dealers at Long Sutton Antique Centre will stand and deliver. Amanda and Phil have £380 to spend, so I'm guessing a cash transaction is what John Rowe would prefer.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to Long Sutton Antiques.
How are you, right?
Nice to meet you.
Amanda's instinctively traditional eye is drawn to some mahogany furniture.
I've got a little toy bed here, which is rather sweet.
It is quite. It's a doll's piece. It's a piece of doll's furniture, isn't it?
Doll's furniture. Oh, we've got a slat missing.
You've also got the canopy missing.
Canopy?
Well, it's a four-poster, isn't it?
Ah, yes. You've got little...
So
you can see the
there
little
should
holes.
be a canopy on
Oh,
there.
what a shame.
And I think that would hold it back.
I think you're right.
The doll's house furniture, by and large, is quite sought after.
I think so too.
That's mahogany.
And it's mahogany. It's got lovely little...
Those are brilliant, those casters.
Beautiful little casters.
Casters are worth 50 quid, aren't they? At auction, that's 40 to 60 pounds worth.
Really?
Yeah, so I can't see us getting that for, 30, 40 pounds. I really can't.
The ticket price is £110, so hard bargaining would be needed. It's a maybe, while the search continues.
Gil?
Yeah.
What do you reckon to this little...
Oh, I love that.
Crib? Sort of thing that doll collectors and teddy bear collectors
Well,
like.
yeah, and it's quite unusual because most of these are always in oak and they're quite rustic. And this
is slightly finer, isn't it?
This is. It says there it's oak, but is that oak?
Well, it's not easy to be sure. Dealer Jimmy lends a second opinion.
I'm not sure that looks
I
like
think it looks mahogany, Phil, to me.
That's mahogany, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's mahogany. And it's just unusual in that it's mahogany. And you're absolutely spot on with what you said, because doll collectors and teddy bear collectors buy these.
Yep.
But the other thing I think people do, and I think is really cool, they're either, you put all your magazines and newspapers in there, or they're a log basket.
It's an attractive piece, but it's £125. And Phil's expert eye spots some suspect marks.
And if you look here, can you see those run lines there?
Yes.
Well, I would think that
it's the
someone's
stain.
tried to put a false age on it.
Yeah.
And when they put a false age on it, it's just run. Basically, it's not a right thing.
It's not, is it? It's been altered in some way. You can see that the base of it's not quite what it was.
Well...
But it's still an interesting little piece.
There's no doubt you've got different timbers, because that there is oak. That's mahogany. But at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Despite its flaws, it's appealing, and it's added to the shortlist. The next find is Phil's.
It's an old gramophone horn, isn't it?
The ticket price is £40.
What I think you would do with that is one of two things, right? I think you'd mount it on a piece of wood or polished steel. You put a piece of flex up there. You put a bulb in there, right? And then you've got a great, really trendy light.
Yeah.
Or you put a speaker in there and you've got a really great, trendy speaker for an iPod.
Inventive or barky?
I need to get out more. I know. I really do need to get out more.
So it saw you coming, madam.
I know. But I actually...
Nice try. Look, if you think that will sell, I have to bow to your greater knowledge.
OK. I need to get out more. I really do need to get out more.
More importantly, you need to make some decisions. And they depend on price. The doll's bed is £110.
Would 35 be any good for you? That would be our best shot.
40, go on.
And what's the very best you could do on the horn? The very, very best on that?
That's quite saleable as it is, so I'd still say 35.
OK, so and you couldn't do any less than that for that at all?
We can have them both.
No.
Oh.
Well, we might do, I don't know. We might do.
£70 a pair.
OK, I think we need to sit down and think about this.
All righty.
Can I borrow a bit of pen and paper, please? Because we need to do some sums here.
Sums.
Some calculations quickly clarify the options.
John, can we give you £60 for the horn and the bed?
OK, yeah, no problem. Absolutely.
Gentlemen, thank you very much.
No problem. OK.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Really.
So the doll's bed is reduced from £110 to £30, and the horn from £40 to £30, leaving the crib still on the wish list at £125.
Jimmy.
Phil.
You take a load of shopping. She goes shopping, doesn't she? We decided we just like this.
Right.
OK?
Yep.
We think it's lovely, but we see it at 60 quid. And that, for us, is the end of it, really.
60.
Can you do that? Oh, this often helps. This is a ploy I learnt this in my early days.
Get the cash out.
Get the cash out, too.
Start fondling the cash. Look,
You see?
It's like moth to a flame.
Oh, it's a great ploy, but
60's a little bit low, Phil. I'll probably need to see another brown one on there for you.
I haven't got a brown one. I've got a blue one.
Blue one.
Is that all right? Actually, the blue one's green.
It is.
Never mind. Is that all right?
Might just give me a slight profit, Phil. Yes, I'll be quite
gentlemen,
happy.
thank you ever so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm
Appreciate
going to
it.
rush this lady off now. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.
with £60 off the ticket price, Amanda and Phil have their fourth lot in the bag. Amanda and Phil arrive at their final shop in Spalding.
Oh, I reckon this is just the slot. Whoa, look at that, eh?
Look at that.
The Italian shop.
It is, isn't it?
How cool is that, eh? You should rush out now and shut the doors.
The Italian job comes to Spalding.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Come on, Michael.
I'm not sure they stock gold bullion at Spalding Antiques, but there might be some other treasure to find, with help from owner John and his friend Peggy.
Hello. Hi, this is Amanda.
And you know who this is.
Hello.
Nice to see you, Phil.
How are you?
Nice
How are
to
you
see
doing,
Amanda?
I love that.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
How much?
How much is it?
Well, it could be £400 to you. Shall I wrap it?
Dream on, John. They've only got £255 left. There's lots to look at, but some of it leaves even Amanda puzzled.
What is it?
Wool winder.
A wool winder?
Yeah.
So you put your wool...
Well, you could... these pull out, and if this sort of... It's almost not metamorphic, almost telescopic, but these pull out, and I don't want to just force it.
No. Oh, I see. Yes, yes.
Right, so you can extend these one way or other. You put your wool on there, and then you just wind it.
Ah.
I think it's made out of lignum vitae.
Lignum vitae is an exceptionally durable wood that comes from a rare species of tree found in the Caribbean. The name derives from the Latin for wood of life, as it was believed to have medicinal properties.
This at auction is going to make between 40 and 60 quid.
OK.
So we need to try and get it, if we can, for around £35. I don't know what the price is. What's the price?
See if I can read that without my glasses. Yep.
85.
85.
You're going to have to start smiling. What's the very best you can do it for?
The very best, Phil, would be 60.
I think at auction it's going to make 40 to 60 pounds, you know?
55 would be the very best.
We'll put it back. We'll put it back.
Phil's determined to play hardball, so the duo rootle for an alternative buy and find his long-lost twin.
Look, a perfect match.
These people, where do they come from?
Phil's not impressed, so the wool winder's back at the top of the list.
John, our best shot for that would be 45. It's any good to you. Got to be.
That's cash, is it, Phil?
It is cash in hand, sir.
Done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Patience pays off. The winder's reduced from £85 to £45, and with that final purchase, it's time to see who gets wound up and who unravels as the teams reveal all.
Hey, look at this.
OK.
Right, where do we start?
Shall we
The prints.
The prints, well, that was the first thing we got, which are some lovely prints. That's actually Henrik Ibsen, so it says.
OK. And then you've got the Regency-style bed.
It's a little doll's bed, missing its canopy. A couple of slats are missing.
Yeah.
But we just thought it was a bit of fun, didn't we?
It is.
They're not laughing.
That, I think, is rather nice, I've got to say. Don't you think?
Yeah, well, I would like to know what it is, really.
Well, it's a lignum vitae wool winder. So you pull the arms out,
Uh-huh.
and you put your skein of wool on there,
Right.
and then you just spin it round
Oh,
and
yeah,
wind
right.
the wool into a ball. We've got 4 very traditional, old-fashioned antique lots.
OK, go for
And
it.
I got the horn.
Oh,
and I
absolutely,
just
of
thought
course
that
you
was
did.
lovely.
Yeah, like it.
Yeah.
Moving swiftly on.
Right, OK, here we go.
Dress reveal. Here we are. This is ours.
Yeah, slowly, slowly.
What is it with toys? We like our toys and stuff,
well,
don't
hey,
we?
well,
Good grief, you've got a whole
We've got into the
Southport.
property business, yeah. OK, yeah. So,
One lot.
this is one lot, about 10 boxed games from the 1950s, 60s, possibly trickling into the 70s there. But we had a bit of fun, didn't we? We
Are they
played one or two.
complete?
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, there's well,
I'm not sure if yes, pretty good is an answer. Really.
There are bits missing.
What do you want to talk about next? Well,
Southport. What's
Southport, yeah. Hello.
yeah.
Look, these are handmade. These are crafts.
You would
well,
never
shall we not
guess.
say crafts? No, they're
that's
handmade.
loose term, crafts.
I don't know how much art went into them, let alone craft.
But a lot of time. Right.
Yeah, wasted. Absolutely
Someone with
wasted.
time on their hands.
What did you pay for those?
£5 each. We bought them together, but we're going to separate them. They're going to be one lot each.
Their opponents are confused.
Did you not get the title of this programme?
Yes, antique sort of comes into it.
Road trip.
OK, do you want an antique?
Salvage
I'd like
hunters.
to see an
I'm going to show you what I think is the best antique.
Antique.
Yes.
Please tell me, if that was bought for you as a gift, would you or would you not be absolutely delighted?
You'd dump him, wouldn't you? You would dump him. If a bloke gave you that...
Come on, Amanda, you've got style and elegance.
Even silver?
Yes.
She has.
Well, our final one is
We're gonna have to
this
take
this
them.
piece here.
Yeah.
Should I get my glasses?
Yeah, I think you should actually, because it's just
There you go. Have a look at that.
What is it?
It's a little carved carp.
Oh, I see. There's
Hard
the tail
stone.
of the fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's quite sweet.
It's quite sweet.
It's a pretty little thing. It really is.
Well, how much was that?
20 quid. 20 quid. Yeah.
I don't think they were trying very hard here. What do you think?
Well, you know, antique road trip. Come on, let's go and have a drink. I've had enough of this. I've done
Oh, listen to that. Listen. Well, we shall see when we get to the auctions.
Gosh, if it's no holds barred now, what on earth will they say in private?
I'll tell you what I think, David. I think they spent too much money.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, on old-fashioned
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, I made a special effort to remain tasteful and in the category of vague antique.
Well, I think
Oh,
you're...
my God, it's a matchstick house.
And I loaded this card in children's toys.
Actually, you know, I'm feeling really quite confident. I mean, I always do, then it all goes terribly wrong. But it doesn't matter, I'm still feeling very confident. I wouldn't swap our purchases for theirs.
I was encouraged by that.
We've enjoyed it.
And we've given the viewers a visual feast of antiquity.
Do you know, I love this lady. She is the new love of my life. I think it's just been brilliant.
And you mind.
Come on.
I hate to interrupt a budding romance, but right now it's about lucre, not love, as our teams head south to the auction just outside Dartford in Kent. Robert's fantasising about the bidders who'll attend.
The main worldwide collector of matchstick houses will be here in Dartford today, and we'll have had wind that there are a pair of...
Or Dartford Prison could rebuy your item back.
Good. I mean, it would pass the time. You need a 10-year sentence to make a matchstick house. So yeah, no, I can see it. Good therapy.
David's feeling a little defensive.
You can only buy what's in front of you.
Well, I have to say, you did buy the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I certainly did. They brought a nice cross-section.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
The best people to judge that are the bidders at Waterman's auction rooms, where twice a month there are sales of antiques, furniture and more.
Hello. Hello. Has he been driving on the correct side of the road, doing our best?
Of course. How are you, my love? All right.
That's rather good. Robert, Dave, hello. Hello. Brilliant. Good to see you, looking incredibly dapper.
And yourself, Philip.
Fantastic.
Lovely to see you.
He's got the same coloured trousers as the perfume bottle.
Oh, I know. He is colour-coded.
Uranium trousers.
Uranium trousers. They're as dangerous, I think, as uranium. That's it.
Shall we go and have a look at our
You can
lots?
borrow them if you want.
No worries.
Yeah.
Come on, then.
Right, we go inside.
Those uranium trousers are quite remarkable, but what about the team's choice of lots? The auctioneer selling them will be Colin Waterman.
I think one of my favourite lots would be the little uranium bottle. Samson and Morden it's made by, quite a rare little thing. Should do very well on the day. Little bed, there's a little Victorian bed there, mahogany bed. Victorian, lovely little thing. Should go very, very well as well. Two houses which are made of matchsticks, which I thought were rather lovely. I don't think, actually. If they fetch a £5, I think they're going to be very, very lucky with those. Then we've got some nice little cartoons after Max Beerhome. They've been looked at quite a bit by several people in the viewing, so they should also do very, very well. If I had to choose between the two teams, I'd have thought Amanda and Philip would just about edge the war, shall we say. But you never know, those matchstick buildings might fetch a fortune.
Each of our teams started with £400. Amanda and Philip spent £190, all in the best possible taste, acquiring traditional antiques to create 5 lots. Robert and David were the parsimonious pair, parting with a mere £90 and splitting their purchases so that they also have 5 lots. As the auction gets underway, the anticipation is unbearable.
You can feel the tension in the room, can't you? I think they're just waiting for the large handmade matchstick model of a house.
Yeah, that's why they're very loud.
Proceedings kick off with the Max Beerbaum images Amanda liked so much.
£50 on these, somebody? 40? Try you at 30 then.
Amanda.
No one at £30 on them?
Those are mine, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know.
The lady said they're hers, so come on, does that make a difference?
Very nice.
Should we make it 100 then? No. Anyone start me off at 20 on them? No interest at all. 15, anybody? 15 I have.
Oh, yeah.
18 anywhere now. Selling at £15. Last time it's going to be sold at £15. They're going. I know.
Sadly, there's no licence to print money with that lot.
That was really painful. That was.
Oh, bless.
She made a loss. She certainly did.
Next, are Robert's Blow Football and other boxed games. Was buying them an own goal?
No one at 15 on these, are we sure? I'll take 12 if it helps. 12 I have straight in. 14,
they want complete
16,
ones.
18, 20, come on, 22, 24. Still 22 at the back. 4 anywhere now, selling at £22 then last time.
Go on.
At 22.
It's back of the net for Robert and David with a great profit.
Yes!
Robbery.
The antique doll's bed is undeniably charming, but will Amanda and Phil lose sleep over it?
40 I have at the back to start me. 40 I have. 5 anywhere now. Silly, silly money. £40. 5. 45. 50. 5. 60. 5. 70. Still 65. 70 anywhere now. Selling at £65 last time.
It's the stuff of dreams and puts Team Donahoe well ahead.
Oh, look how she changes suddenly. I know.
You see, that's what real antique hunting is all about.
The carved carp is under the hammer now, and Robert and David are hoping for some fishy business.
30. I'll come down to 20 then, if it helps.
Come down.
20 I've got straight in at the back.
Come on now.
20 I've got. 2 anywhere now. 20 I've got. 22, 24, 26, 28, £30. So it's 30 at the back then. Did you want it for 30?
He's auctioning.
30 I've got down selling at £30.
It's a small fish, but they've landed a profit worth bragging about.
Robert, excellent. Another profit.
Phil's phonograph horn is next, but even his teammate seems unconvinced by it.
Lovely horn, that. Beautiful horn. Very useful.
I'll try you at 25 if it helps then. Any bids you can shout, it's got to be sold. No, anyone at 10 of them to start me. 10 I've got, 12, 14,
Oh, yes.
16, 18, 20, 22.
Can you get
Selling
your-
at £22 last time.
A loss leaves Phil nothing to trumpet about, and the opposition is insufferable.
Robert, sadly, it's a bit of a loss.
Do you think... Sadly, it's...
Darn it!
Do you think...
Darn it!
Next is the uranium glass scent bottle, an expensive buy that warrants a great performance.
On offer here is not only this bottle, but it's also the lifetime reputation of David Harper, so bid well.
Oh dear, that'll ruin it. Yeah.
80 I've got straight in at the back. 80 I've got.
Yes.
85, 90, 5.
Go on.
100.
Go on.
And 5.
Yes.
110.
Tell him, Robert.
115.
Yes.
120. 130. 140. 150.
Nice.
160 at the
Yes.
back. 5 anywhere now. Selling at £160. Last time at 160.
It's a leap into the lead and rave reviews for Robert and David.
Robert, you are absolutely amazing. Well done, you. Well done, you.
Well done, you. Finding it in the cabinet, you found some gold or
There we go.
uranium.
The uranium, absolutely, yeah. So, sorry, what did that sell for, Robert? Just remind us.
5,020.
5,020.
Amanda and Phil hope the fight back begins with their potentially multi-purpose crib.
40 I've got.
Oh,
40 I've got.
Things are
5
looking up.
anywhere now. 40 I've still got. 5 I'm looking for. If I'm going to sell at £40, it's got to be sold.
Oh dear, be it crib, log basket, toy chest or magazine rack, it's not rocked anyone in this sale room.
This isn't going very well, is it? Yeah.
This is going
Mr. Hart, you're a master of insincerity.
Really bad luck. Robert, put it there.
You're never going to let me forget this.
Chin up, Amanda. Surely no one except Robert and David thinks the first property in their portfolio looks good.
No one at 15 on the house.
Oh, come on.
12.
I'm telling a bit of pound.
£10 there. £10.
Robbery.
Nobody at tenner. The gentleman on my left here said £5, which I think is absolutely a spiffing bid. We'll take it.
Come on.
5 I've got. 5 I've got. 6 anywhere now.
Go on.
5 I've still got. 6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Yes.
Strike a
9, 10, 12. We're going. This is going possibly beyond my absolute dreams. £10. 12 anywhere now. Selling at £10 then. New bidder at 12. It's going mad.
Whoa!
14.
Yeah.
No.
Way, man.
Oh, what sort of son are you? 12 I've got. 14 anywhere now. Selling at 12.
It seems property was a sound investment, producing a good margin.
Congratulations. Bravo. Yeah. What a property.
Unbelievable.
The Victorian wool winder is next and comes complete with an enthusiastic sales pitch.
30 I've got. 2 anywhere now. 32 I'm looking for.
Come on,
No
you
one at
lovely
2.
people.
Selling at 30. 32.
Doesn't seem to have
34.
Pauline
36,
skills that you have,
38,
Robert, does she?
£40.
Oh, it's doing all right, it's doing all right.
But she's not doing with such high-quality product
Still
like
40
Matchstick
with you.
House.
40 I've got. Deserves a lot more. 45 anywhere now. Selling at £40 then. Last time at £40, it's got to be sold.
Oops! Amanda and Phil are in a tangle with that one. The final lot is Team Bathurst's second Des Res. Will the property boom continue?
5 I've got. 6 anywhere now. 8.
Yeah.
8, 9, 10. 10 I've got. 12 anywhere now. Selling at £10.
Unbelievable.
Last time at 10 then.
Robert and David are officially matchstick property magnates, and Amanda is incredulous.
You've got away with blue murder today, I tell you.
Well, it was the derision with which our lots were met by another expert in the room. So that's rather great. Go
It is. It really is. It's quite a good feeling, isn't it?
Amanda and Phil don't have quite such a good feeling. After auction costs, their tasteful traditional antiques made a slight loss of £40.76p, leaving them with £359.24p. Robert and David gambled on a mix of quirkiness and quality, and the scent bottle clinched the sweet smell of success. They made a profit of £101.88p, leaving them victorious with £501.88p. All profits made on the road trip go to children in need. Reeling from defeat, Amanda's still mindful of good manners.
If you can't say anything nice, my mother used to say, don't say anything at all.
Such a well-bred girl. Yeah.
No, it's not about the winning, it's about the taking part.
It's true.
Shut up, Robin.
And we took them apart.
Oh, dear me. Can I just ask? Yeah,
really
lovely.
Really brilliant.
Robin, thank you very much.
I've learned so much from you, I can tell you that. I'm never buying antiques again.
Amanda, you've been lovely.
Well done, expert.
Oh,
that was bad, wasn't it?
The dream team. Thank you very much.
Don't let him get away too easy.
Can I just ask one thing?
Yeah.
Would you please get in the car, drive, and shh, don't say a word, all right? There's no need to say a word. Get in and shut up.
Don't you worry, don't you worry.
Shut up.
I won't mention...
Shut up. Just shut up.
I won't mention...
Say nothing.
Uranium glass.
Shut up.
Samson Morton.
Just shut up.
It's just the best quality.
Shut up. Shut up.
Let's go for a nice long drive on a chat.
Please.
Samson Morton.
Shut up.
Let's find hallmarks.
Shut up.
We don't need hallmarks in Samson Morton.